In honor of Jesus' comeback. Comeback? Well, maybe if you're watching this in the future, she would have had a comeback by now. Who are we kidding? Hi, welcome. My name is Angelina, and today I'm going to be ranking every single BLACKPINK music video released to date since 2016. Not including their Academy Award-winning, Oscar-inducing, awesome screen, awesome camera, long-lasting battery life. Just kidding, it's ranked pretty high. Disclaimer, I do not give a flying fuck how much money was spent on these music videos. In fact, it doesn't mean that it's a good music video. We'll have clear proof, don't worry. If money is the only thing you can brag about when making a music video, not only are you completely out of touch, but you're also just throwing your money at useless shit instead of at me. I think that didn't land as well as I thought it would. Plus, I think I stole that joke. Moving on. Here at BYG Entertainment, do you know how much we spend on music videos? $0, because we in fact do not pay our artists for their labor. But that's not important right now. I'm really excited to get into this video and share some of my controversial opinions. I know we all have very set opinions on BLACKPINK music videos. There's bound to be a music video that you absolutely love that I'm going to rank low, or a music video that you think is absolute trash that I might rank high. So I'm excited to see what the comment section is going to look like. So let's get into it. From a blatant lack of storyline to way too many cars, join me as we take a trip down memory lane. I did also want to say it's pretty hard for me to rank things. I don't know what it is. When I have to rank something from like 1 to 10, let's say, it's hard for me to quantify. Like, I don't understand. Like, for me, when I do my end of month reviews where I'm ranking it in a tier system, it makes a lot more sense to me. It's a lot less concrete than being like, okay, this goes before that and this is before this. Like, it's just sometimes things belong on the same tier. But also, how do you rank 3 to 4 minute experiences of your life? I considered watching the music videos without the songs because sometimes I would listen to the song and feel such a connection to the music video. But then if I put the music video on mute, I'd be like, well, there's really not a lot going on here. Anyways, I won't say take this with a grain of salt because it is K-pop at the end of the day, which means literally life or death. So do whatever feels right in the situation. Also, we all know that YG loves featuring cars in their music videos. So I'm doing God's work and I'm going to count every single vehicle that we can find. Okay, so in our last spot, there's 12 music videos, right? I'm just gonna double check. Can you imagine I like actually miss a music video? 10, 11. 12 sounds about right to me. For literally the past month, I've been like, no, this deserves to go before that. Like, it's been a lot for me, so please bear with me. But in our last place, number 12 spot, Home Sweet Home for Boombaya. So we're going all the way back to 2016. This is apparently their debut. Now listen, so I know we've all seen their Netflix documentary where they say Whistle was their debut, but then, I'm not gonna lie, I did watch the behind the scenes for every single one of these music videos, and they said that Boombaya was their debut. Now I know it's kind of like a double title track type of situation, right? There is no Whistle without Boombaya. But I just feel in my heart that Boombaya is like their actual official debut. But I don't know. Sound off in the comments. Either way, I feel like this music video doesn't really stand the test of time. And it does feel entirely outdated by now. And here's the thing. You would expect a certain amount of outdatedness when you're watching older music videos. I understand that. From makeup to hair to just general sets in general. But I would argue that most of the feeling of being outdated comes from following trends very closely, which is what I think BLACKPINK did. Some music videos were released 10 years ago, and yes, you can tell they were released 10 years ago, but they feel timeless in a way, which Boombaya, I feel, does not at all. This music video comes straight out of third gen hell. I don't even care. It's just the pink tinted scenes that I feel were very popular back then, and of course the outfits. I don't even know how to explain it. So it fits perfectly in with the era in which it was released. I just think it's more fun to look back on it than watch it genuinely as something interesting. And to top it all off, it is a glorified dance practice. Now, I don't know who popularized these because, you know, we did have a lot of storylines in second gen. And, you know, we do credit BLACKPINK for popularizing at least Girl Crush. So I'm wondering who we have to blame for making glorified dance practices a thing. I'm not pointing any fingers, but I'm also saying it doesn't get any better from here. But I digress. Despite the fact that this music video was 90% of them dancing, there are some iconic scenes like Lisa in front of this, this trash truck. And No, that's it. Of course, this music video will always be the first that I've ever seen of Blackpink. It'll forever be the music video that helps cement Blackpink in my heart as my new favorite girl group. But you know, there has to be a last place, and I think Boombaya fits it perfectly. From here, they only get bigger and better. Because there's just not really a lot of substance to this one. I think it did its job. It did its job. It introduced us to the members. The styling was fun. We got to see the choreography. The backdrops are iconic. They're so bold. And whatever the music video itself lacks, they make up for within the choreography and, of course, the song. So, for example, the raps are cool. Miss Rose is underneath everyone, the centipede hug thing. So I would understand why you would want to show that off above everything else. It's just really not my favorite music video by any means. And also, very excitingly, we have a vehicle count in this review ranking. So we have 4 motorcycles in the beginning, or bus. S-Bus. Then, of course, there's a bus and a trash truck. Jennie is on top of a pink Range Rover. Jisoo is all sweaty in front of a truck, though I cannot confirm if it's the same truck that Lisa and Rosie were seen in. But anyways, our total is 8 vehicles in this music video alone. I also have some fun graphs that I'll show you later. Number 11. So who do you think is going to be in a number 11 spot? The second worst music video of Blackpink. It's Shut Down. I'm sorry, not really. To be honest, it deserves to be here. I'm not gonna lie. It's just such a basic music video. And even my toxic Blink friend Sherry agrees. And if a toxic Blink is willing to say anything bad about Blackpink, it must be true. But seriously, how is this the most expensive music video? I laugh in the face at whoever not only bragged about it being the most expensive music video, but also went ahead and spent so much money on white backgrounds. Now, of course, this music video comes after Pink Venom, so I would say in that respect, it wasn't as highly anticipated as it could be. And I think YG should learn from this by now, especially after the whole How You Like That versus Lovesick Girls. The pre-release track is always, in my opinion, going to be bigger because Blackpink starved their fans so long. So when it came to Shut Down, not only were fans fed a month prior, but the music video just didn't really live up to anything. Here's the thing, sure, it is so cool to make references to your past music videos, but when you're kind of doing that in multiple music videos, it stops being cool. Like it loses its mind-blowing powers. And especially for Blackpink, it doesn't really add to any kind of full group storyline or anything. It's mostly for aesthetic, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the ranking, but you know, it's not the first music video where they're referencing past music videos, though it is the first music video where the whole concept is referencing past music videos. So I get it. This is the amalgamation of everything they've already done in the past, which ends up making it forgettable in a sense. Let me finish. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to go through the music video and find all these past references, but the way in which they did it just felt a little boring. Not gonna lie. Again, the white backgrounds. We even have the same exact scene twice in a row. So we have Jennie shutting the door down, and then seconds later, Lisa does the exact same thing. It's just repetitive and blank. I mean, it might as well be a second gen SM music video at this point. There's also this weird filter on them at some points of the music video, which just feels like they went into Final Cut Pro and chose the cartoon filter. I'm literally going to put a similar filter over me right this instant. You know what I mean? Like, how did you spend that much money on that? When we pull up, you know it's a shutdown. And if it wasn't bad enough, they literally plagiarized 21's Can't Nobody. It's literally the same dog. But yeah, in terms of budget, it is a lot higher than Boombaya was. However, I just feel like I've seen some of these things referenced before in previous music videos, and overall, it feels forgettable to me. So that's why it's ranking lower. I'm acting like I'm sad about it. No, like I meant it. As for our car counts, we have the As If It's Your Last inspired scene with this car. Then we also have the blinged out tank, which I'm counting as a vehicle. We also have the trash truck again, the pink Lamborghini, which brings our total of Shutdown to 4 and our overall total to 12. Okay, I know I should probably, after ranking Boombaya last and saying that it's outdated, I feel like I should probably put Whistle somewhere close to here as well because it is also outdated. However, I did appreciate Whistle a lot more. So Pink Venom it is. These sets of music videos that are coming up are really controversial, but let's get into them. Pink Venom, How You Like That, D4, Kill This Love. They all feel like the same music video. They just have the same kind of tropes in them, the same structures in them, and thusly I feel like I can't really differentiate them that well. To me, they just kind of mash up into one big old music video, and they're nice, right? Like I love Kill This Love and I love D4 because they're quite iconic. But for otherwise similar music videos, they kind of fall through the cracks, such as Pink Venom. It just doesn't feel super new to me. Like, yes, it's fun to watch. It's cool as shit. It's just if I'm thinking of Blackpink's music videos, I'm not gonna point out Pink Venom. Pink Venom to me blends away into this badass mess of all those other music videos that I mentioned. Though I did appreciate Jisoo's mask scene and love Jose playing the guitar in the depths of hell, though the latter seemed a little bit random. But I can't help that the behind the scenes of the music video felt a lot cooler than the final product. Anyways, it ranks pretty low alongside the next music video on this list, which is incredibly controversial. But our vehicle count. So we see Jennie in front of a snake truck, then 2 cars in the Jen Lisa scene, a minimum of 3 cars behind them during the dance scene, which brings us to 6 cars in this music video. Okay, now I'm really struggling because I'm like the inner turmoil right now. I'm trying to play both music videos in my head right now. How you like that? Make them whistle like a whistle. Boom, boom. You gonna like that? Da 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 da. Every time I blow up, show up, huh? That's another thing. Like, how do you separate the music from the music video? Because I love How You Like That. That was the song of 2020. No, the song of the century. And Whistle, I like Whistle, it's fine. I'm acting like it is a huge life decision. Next up, we have How You Like That. Here's the thing. I love the hanbok scene and How You Like That. I love those outfits. That is so iconic. And the icy scene is also really nice as well. For the rest of the music video, I'm just not feeling it. And I can't rank something high because I like the outfits. Okay, I know How You Like That ranking so low. It's probably like earth-shattering to some people. But honestly, if you take the hanbok outfits out of this, what is there? What is there to I'm not feeling it entirely. Again, as far as I know, there are references to past music videos, though it's not like a core concept of the music video. To me, it's really the song that carries everything. If I watch the music video and I'm listening to the song, I'm like, wow, this is such a kick-ass music video. But if I put it on mute, I'm just like, wait, I don't like it anymore. And that's the thing. How You Like That doesn't even need an earth-shattering music video. The song on its own, just stream the song on its own. It's beautiful. But yeah, I just don't really have anything else to say to that. It's just, it exists. It just exists. So that's where we rank it. As for vehicle count, I was like not filming. I was not filming. Thank God I noticed because I would have went through the rest of the video not filming. So next up we have Lovesick Girls. So I'm a little conflicted about Lovesick Girls because I don't know that it stands out that much. I feel like there's a lot of things that I've seen before from other music videos. And this whole trope of, angry girl with a sledgehammer, they literally even repeated it after this with so in one of Somi's music videos as well. And, it's just, is it overdone? I don't know that it's overdone. I think it still looks badass. I think it's fun as well. But just paired with other things in the music video, there were elements that I feel like I've seen before. However, there were elements that we've never seen. Well, if we exclude Playing with Fire, I appreciated the fact that there was a love interest in this music video. I felt that was quite refreshing. And the acting was A1. Everything I do with A1. Flawless. So Jennie in the beginning where she's like fighting with somebody. Rosie near the end. Oh my God. Like those scenes with her were beautiful, absolutely beautiful. In fact, the paint scenes really stood out to me because we see her and her love interest there painting the walls pink. And then in her turmoil and heartbreak, seemingly afterwards, she is splashing these pink walls with black paint. and then even bathing in the black paint, which those paint cans can be seen in some of her teasers for her solo work, which I think were just the greatest Easter eggs. And did I mention I'm a sucker for neon signs? So of course I loved the neon sign that said "Born Alone, Die Alone." However, the rest of the music video does feel quite random. So in the behind the scenes, they said they are portraying free spirits running towards love, but then they were like, we're portraying lovesick girls. So I'm not too sure what the direction was supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be both. I just don't know that I was feeling that. I really felt a lot of heartbreak from it. We do have a couple little details though. So on the car at the beginning, it says you plus me equals forever. And then instead of a Visa sign when they're at like not the bowling alley, I don't know, the shooting range, instead of Visa, it says Lisa, which I thought was really cute. They just had so much potential to evoke magic in their dark lit neon world. But I don't know, I like it, but it's not ranking super, super high. For vehicles, we have the white crashed car in the beginning, the pink car, and the car that Lisa smashes. So a total of 3 for lovesick girls. So let's skip to Whistle. I actually really did like the music video. I do like the music video for Whistle, though I will admit it does feel outdated similarly to Boom Baya, but I do like it a lot more than Boom Baya. So this was also released in 2016 and they're just babies in here, literally. Jennie's voice is squeaky. Watching the behind the scenes of this, it seems that Blackpink didn't yet establish themselves as a group that didn't use green screen, as we see Jennie pictured on a horse in front of a green screen in this scene, and then the car scene, of course, in front of a green screen. Though the globe scene I read was done through practical effects, as the girls had 6 months of astronaut training before filming. The music video, being their first, allegedly, felt very typically 2016, which again, the fact that a music video can feel outdated isn't why Boom Baya landed itself at the last spot. Boom Baya landed itself at the last spot because there was barely anything to it. It was a glorified dance practice. Whistle, on the other hand, yes, we get to see the choreography, but there's a lot more quirks to it. But there are some 2016 shows that really bring you back. Some of the outfits, the ombre lips, do you remember when that was really popular? Another super common thing during this time, I think, was like the use of pink lighting. And Blackpink always use black and white. Who? Black and white in your area? They almost always use black and pink in their music videos because it's literally their concept. But specifically in 2016, I feel like the use of pink lighting in particular was very common, which we do see in this music video. Despite some of the more generic elements in this music video, I still love Whistle. Like, yes, they were following trends, but it did feel like they were adding their own YG vibe to it. I especially love the Nintendo controllers and the game console submerged in a fish tank. I love water, to be honest. And near the end of the music video as well, we see that the car itself is a fish tank. But that's the thing, it's through the power of pausing that you get to see all these elements. I feel like we could have explored them a little bit more. Other things you can see while pausing are just the amount of things that are actually pink in this music video. So this locker room scene with Elisa, there are pink Converse behind her. There are pink Mentos and pink cigarette ads behind Jennie. And she also walks into that store and we see pink Pringles. In fact, most of everything in this store is pink, though we can't quite see everything in great detail. There's also some interesting uses of transition shots. So we see some overhead shots that kind of are reminiscent of a globe, which we also see a globe in the music video. It's reminiscent of the world spinning. By the way, I feel like we all collectively remember that Rosie was on the globe, but every member went on the globe. I don't know how I don't remember this. We also have some cool glitch transitions. My biggest critique is that I wish we could have explored those like fun, quirky elements a little bit more. But I guess them being fleeting moments is also poetic too. I don't know. Other details though, we have Jisoo welding something. We have some DIY pink Game Boys. So for his debut, I think it's a pretty solid music video. For vehicles, we have 3 bikes, a car, and a horse. Okay, next up we have As If It's Your Last. So this was released in 2017 and it was directed by Seo Hyun-sung, who was responsible for 10 of their music videos and also 7 of 21's music videos. I wouldn't say I'm in love with this music video. It's cute though. It's cute and it does stand out amongst their music videos because usually they go for, this badass concept. As If It's Your Last. Amazing song. I love this song. Pair the song with the music video, it's an amazing experience, but the music video on its own, okay, it's not that bad. I do like the music video. It's really not that bad. I particularly love the pink columns. It's just a beautiful kind of liminal space vibes. shall we say? And actually, I was like in my living room yesterday and I have this light and it turns colors and I have a column too. So I just wanted to show you that's literally it. There's no point to this. I also really love the pink train station. I also love this video screen set where there's a vehicle. But one of the details that I don't really think made it into the music video, in fact, I think I saw this in the behind the scenes, is Rosie on the ground. She's on the ground in a bowling alley. Behind her, instead of the bowling, you know what I mean. It's bottles of rosé instead of the typical bowling thingies behind her. And I thought that was such a cute detail that they could have showcased a bit better. Otherwise, it's just a cute music video. And I love cute music videos. I have nothing against Girl Crush, but I love the color pink. So of course, just the scene where she has a magnet shaped like a heart. That's literally the cutest scene ever. And I did rank it slightly higher because I feel like it does, oddly enough, stand the test of time. The outfits are super colorful, which I feel like kind of is a consistent reoccurring theme throughout K-pop. So it could have been done a couple years ago, could have been done 10 years ago. Well, you get the gist, right? Not entirely timeless, but definitely a lot more timeless than Boombaya or Whistle. As for our vehicle count, we have a pink car at the beginning. Then we have a yellow car in the background. We, of course, have 2 trains. So a total of 4 for this music video. Kill This Love, I really didn't think it would rank this high, to be honest with you, because it's really, respectfully, not my favorite BLACKPINK song. When I think of Kill This Love, I think of these amazing Lara Croft inspired outfits. If these aren't the most stunning outfits ever done in K-pop, I don't know what are. I think of the amazing sets that they used with the statues. I think of this stunning scene with Jisoo as she has prosthetics? No, I don't even know. It's just gorgeous though. Everything is just so beautiful down to the lighting and the colors that they use. So this is another music video where they stray away from the typically black and pink color schemes and they go for more orange tones. And then of course we have the fact that they did practical effects for this, so the explosion was not CGI. And it's not a perfect music video, I have to admit. We don't have to talk about it all, but I will mention the Samsung ad. Maybe that's just a me issue. However, I think visually it's probably one of their best music videos, hands down. Again, with the orange tones, we see it in Jennie's scene, where we basically get to see a dichotomy between her angelic self and her more devilish self without playing too much with colors, right? You just kind of get the gist of it. Then of course, Rosie scenes where she's literally chasing herself. And then of course, Jisoo's archery scenes are just so elegant and beautiful as well. So the reason it ranks so high is because, in my opinion, it's one of their most iconic music videos aside from D4. If you think BLACKPINK, you're going to think D4 and Kill This Love. Those are the ones I think stand out the most amongst everything in terms of music videos. I do also appreciate the symbolism in the music video, again with Rosie almost running herself over, and Jisoo also chasing herself with a deadly weapon. I feel like the overarching message in the music video is that sometimes you're your own worst enemy. As for our vehicle count, there are surprisingly no... Did I literally say there's no vehicles in Kill This Love? When literally Rosie is in a vehicle without a seatbelt. There's a car and a grocery cart, and it has wheels, so we're gonna count it. This music video was released in 2020, and you're gonna be surprised as that it's ranked so high. Ice Cream, chilling like a villain, yeah, rah rah. Ice Cream, okay. It's another music video where I feel very conflicted because on one hand, it's so cute. And because it's so cute and something that BLACKPINK have really never done before, the only thing that was quite similar is As If It's Your Last. But we'll go ahead and say Ice Cream is very different from anything they've ever done before. And in that sense, that's why so many people hated it. Me too. When it first came out, I thought it was the worst song on this planet. And then somehow I ended up loving it. So... I complain about K-pop stans all the time, but you know, I am one. But we usually see them doing Girl Crush. So when it comes to the music video for Ice Cream, I love it. I love the pink scenes. I love the tennis scene. I love the pink balloons everywhere. I love the cherry scene. This was filmed during the pandemic and they couldn't even film with Selena Gomez. Selena even said in a behind the scenes that there's this energy that they could have had if they were just together, but you know, it's missing. It's also just such a short music video, and unfortunately, it's basically an ad for ice cream. Ice cream, just say go. I just love it. I love the sets. It makes me feel so happy. It's so much fun to watch. The colors, everything, capybaras, golden retrievers. It's just so cute. I just love it. That's why it ranks higher. We'll not discuss this any further. For our car count, for our vehicle count, we have an ice cream truck, 4 bicycles, Jisoo's cherry car, Selena's car, and 4 toy cars. So now we have Playing with Fire, one of my favorite Blackpink music videos, which was also released in 2016. I feel like they had a bigger budget for this music video because we had actors. And just take a look at this huge set with water. This music video feels a lot more mellow in comparison to, their very bright debuts. This time around with Playing with Fire, we have a lot more warm colors, which help tell the story of a sad and lonely person who can't control her feelings. And so the fire in her heart keeps growing. However, we do have a tiny semblance of a storyline, which I would say is a little similar to Lovesick Girls, isn't it? Jennie is glued to this guy's back as they ride along in a motorcycle. Jisoo is in a car with her love interest. Lisa is seen in a bus with what I think would be her love interest, and Rosie hugs someone. How scandalous. It was really cute to see how nervous she was behind the scenes and the members teasing her, of course. But rather than a full-blown storyline, I would say the music video is a lot more symbolic, especially through the ways that things are constantly catching fire. The first thing we see catching fire are the leaves behind Jennie. So, something that represents the passing of time catches fire, which could symbolize not being able to move on. And I think that is super meaningful. The second thing we see catch fire are the railings. The rails are literally there for safety so you don't fall over. But the thing that is supposed to keep you safe caught on fire. So the safety you once felt is gone, which also ties into Lisa's other scenes where she's on a bus and looks behind her and a man is there, and it just evokes this feeling of not feeling safe. On that note, we also see Jisoo hiding in a closet. We also see Jennie in a bathtub with a match. And maybe this is a stretch, but it almost feels like an interpretation of an emergency situation. Don't people generally find refuge in their baths during emergency situations? I don't really know. But she's also holding a match, which is what you would use in an emergency situation. So she's hiding in this bath to kind of symbolically show how she's feeling inside. And of course, near the end, we see Rosie and her love interest in front of a sign, "This is fate," which then catches on fire because their fate is doomed. Overall, despite the styling that gives away what year this was filmed in, I love the symbolism. I love the meaning of everything. It does, in a way, feel a little bit more timeless compared to their specifically very bright pink music videos. And in that sense, I also appreciate that they strayed away from those typically pink music videos because it helps this music video stand out. It's also interesting how Jennie blows out the match at the end of the music video, and we see Jisoo, who tried coming out of the closet, just shutting herself back in, which I think shows a clear difference between the ways both of them were hurt by love. Jennie is putting out the fire in her heart as symbolized through the match. If love is like playing with fire, then she's out. Jisoo, on the other hand, still isn't ready to leave the safety of her closet, which is a place a child might find comfort in. As for our car count, we have Jisoo in a car, Jennie on a motorcycle, a bus, and Jisoo in another car. Next up, we have Duru Duru, D4, released in 2018. Really? 2018? Yeah, I guess that wasn't it 2019? No. Kill the Stuff was 2019. Do I love the music video for D4? I wouldn't say I love it so much I would die for D4, but it does rank pretty high because I do acknowledge how iconic it is. And there's a cockatoo in it. You can see where I'm biased here. But it is one of their most iconic music videos, I would say. One that really cemented them in the world of girl crush. I'm just saying words now. I don't know what they mean. They really made us feel like we were in a different world in their fake concrete floating slab. Jennie as a queen on a chessboard with Kevin. But I just feel like we're constantly seeing these scenes referenced, even copied to an extent. However, again, this is the thing. D4 is the blueprint, right? And from there, I feel like we see a lot of music videos that are so similar to D4, which is why they ranked quite lower. Because there's just some scene similarities, especially structure-wise. I don't know. I particularly love the dance break scenes with all the colors, and then even the fire scenes. And there is some symbolism in this music video. So we have just the scene where she has pink hair. She described it as people didn't recognize her as she was walking, and they were taking pictures of the wall, but then when she fell, they pointed their guns at her, which I didn't catch while watching the music video, but it's interesting because it seems to show that people don't really care about you until you fall, or maybe even people are so quick to persecute you the minute you make a mistake. But you can let me know your interpretation of that. I think this scene was a little bit easy to miss. Like, I didn't quite catch the fact that the phone cases were guns. Like, in the behind the scenes, it shows the black part of the phone case facing the audience, so it looks like a gun. But then in the actual music video, it's the other way around. The music video, though, ranks pretty high for me because it does, in a sense, solidify them as global icons. I don't know, like, people think back to D4. I don't particularly love the song D4, but it just feels very high quality, and it also does feel quite timeless. I mean, it didn't come out that long ago anyways, but I'm predicting it'll be timeless. As for our vehicle count, there's a tank and a minimum 3 upside down cars. This music video. I love this music video. I would die for this music video. So here we have Stay. This was another one of their music videos that was released in 2016. And this music video doesn't rely on storyline or choreography. There is not much of either, but instead it relies entirely on feelings. And they evoke these feelings through quotes that you see everywhere, which makes it so memorable to me. So we have the music video starting off with Lisa, and we see it goes a little something like written on the concrete. Then we have a neon sign in the sky that says, "You owe me, look at what happens with the love." We also have a car that says, "I saved the world today," and "I hope she was worth it." Then we also see Jenny scratching on a pink post, "Stay, don't leave," and most notably, the movie theater sign that says, "Heaven is a place where nothing ever happens," which also has "Dance with me, I wish you were here" on the other side. Lastly, there's something written on this car, and I don't know I would kill to know what's written on it. I watched the behind the scenes and it doesn't even say. But on that note, from the behind the scenes, we also have a card that says, "Black is the new black." Rather than being exciting and colorful, there's actually a filter that I feel like mutes the colors even more, which in that sense makes it feel quite outdated. But otherwise, the vibe of the music video really evokes this solitude, as well as the destruction of the world around you with all this trash everywhere and broken down signs like this pink McDonald's sign. We also randomly have Jenny on top of a roof with a bunch of drinks and bubbles, and Jisoo on a sky swing held together by a skateboard. So we do maintain some quirky energy throughout. But in the end, they come together and dance amongst the destruction. And honestly, though there's not a lot going on in this music video, I am a sucker for quotes. Put a quote in a music video, I'll be like, I need that tattooed on me right now. So shamelessly, we are ranking this really freaking high. It just stays within the genre of BLACKPINK music videos that prioritize evoking feelings rather than just looking cool. And don't get me wrong, looking cool gets you far, and I do appreciate it and think that there is a need for music videos of that nature. However, I do really appreciate thoughtful details, as I think they make the music videos stand out a lot. As I've mentioned, I feel like BLACKPINK music videos can kind of follow the same format as D4, not only in structure but in the way that it looks sometimes. But when I think back to Playing with Fire, the emotions evoked are a lot stronger, similarly when I'm thinking back to Stay. Which is why I always reference it as my favorite music video, even though it doesn't have the glitz and glamour you would expect. But luckily, we have a lot of options to choose from very high-end girl crush to cute concepts and so on. And for our vehicle count, we have 6 cars. Oh my god! Wow, that is it for this video. I'm surprised it was so long. So don't forget to leave down in the comments below how you would rank their music videos. If you are terribly disappointed with my list or if you agree with it, I don't care, let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye!